Episode 1. Truth or Dare. Jade, your cousin is pregnant with my child. If you still wish to save face, then stop pestering me. Your cousin is the one I love, not you. Besides, we're now together. It was only your wishful thinking and delusion. So please, go away. Pester. Delusional. Those harsh words pierced through Jade's heart. After 5 years of hard work in their relationship, she had never expected her boyfriend to cheat on her or treat her with such an attitude. Back then, her family already disapproved of this relationship. Despite the fact that the others treated her like a source of money and a slut, she nevertheless chose to be with her boyfriend. And what did she get in return? A boyfriend who cheated on her with her cousin. What was worse was that her cousin was carrying his child. The continuous pain caused by this messed up situation led Jade's heart and mind into disarray. Her tears were about to flow down from her eyes as she fell on her knees, disheartened and broken. It was 11 p.m. at the bar. Jade Winslet had drunk a lot that night. "Hey, Jade, stop drinking and let's play a game." Amelie, who was sitting next to Jade, pushed her playfully with a smile on her face. "Game? Sure. What game?" Jade said in a drunk voice. Amelie shook the dice in his hand. "How about this? The loser will drink." "Okay." "Huh? What's the point of only drinking? Let's play something even more exciting. The loser will have to perform the dare requested by the winner. It can't be rejected no matter what the request. What do you think, Jade? Do you dare to play?" A man beside Jade interrupted her once she finished talking. Jade's heart, already broken, did not much care for anything else. "Come on, let's do it. Do you think I'm scared?" she proclaimed after the provocation by her friend. 3 threes, 4 fives, 5 sixes. "I don't believe you have 5 sixes. Open it." "Really?" The man smirked cunningly. He seemed rather confident in his certainty to win. "Open it!" The moment she saw the dice, Jade regretted it. No, it was impossible. 2 1s, 3 6s, and 1 5. She lost. I lost. "Say what you want me to do. I, Jade Winslet, am a woman of my words," said Jade. "We should make this game call for even more fun today. Stand at the door and count till 10. Saying this, Jade pounced forwards with the dare. She was all ready to kiss that person who immediately walked in, no matter if that was a man or a woman, pretty or ugly. She would do it. On the other hand, a big car just entered the premises of the bar. A man walked down, and 2 others followed him. He was almost at the door when he pointed at the door. One of his men walked up to open the door for him. The man stepped in. Jade was stunned to see him. He was not someone ugly or old as she feared, but she remained silent. That man was followed by 2 other men. He looked powerful. As he stepped in, even Amelie knew she failed to save her. This man was not only handsome, but also looked powerful. Jade was certainly not afraid of anything. "Bob, you've gone too far." "What do you mean? A bet is a bet. We agreed on this beforehand. Otherwise, she can kiss me too. In case she runs into a wretched old mate later." The man stared at her and said lewdly. Jade looked incredibly enchanting with her tipsy, blushing cheeks, captivating eyes, and feminine features that could bewitch any man. Just as Amelie was about to pull Jade, she stood up all of a sudden, as if she was unafraid of dying. "I'll go." "Wow, I'm the star." The words immediately elevated everyone's spirit, resulting in revelry within the club. "Then we'll count them for you." Jade staggered towards the door in her drunken state. Perhaps also due to the breakup, she'd become bolder than before. Jade lowered her head, not daring to look at the passers-by, and began the countdown. 10, 9, 3, 2, 1. He had finally walked in. Jade saw a pair of black leather shoes passing by her feet. She knew she was prepared to give up everything that night. Jade lifted her head and she saw a charming, handsome man with sharp features. However, the chilling aura emanating from his presence made it difficult to approach him. She should be glad that she met a man of perfection, rather than an old or ugly man or someone. However, she could feel that this man was dangerous, and someone she could not mess with. Amelie had been drooling over this man from her seat. Damn, he's so handsome. I'd have volunteered myself if I'd known earlier. In the meantime, she waved at Jade desperately, hinting her to complete her dare by kissing him. While Jade approached this man, Amelie wondered about missing a golden opportunity to kiss such a handsome man. Jade Winslet squinted her eyes and grabbed on that man. The man turned around, without saying anything, but only gazed at her with a disgusted look. His indifferent gaze was frighteningly cold. Looking at him felt as if she was in a blizzard. Jade was slightly terrified because she had never been so bold before. Just in the next moment, she shut her eyes, held him tight, and started to kiss him. Jade had never taken any such initiative towards a man, not even towards her ex-boyfriend. However, she had no way out then. A bet was a bet. If she had not done what she had promised, she would have to kiss Bob, that pervert. That was definitely not what she wanted. Therefore, she would rather take the risk to kiss that indifferent man, even if she might be treated as a pervert. It did not matter. Jade lowered her head and pounced onto him. "It's just a kiss," she muttered within herself. "Get out of the way," the man uttered as he pushed Jade out of his way. Just as he was about to walk past her, he noticed that she was pulling onto him even tighter. He stared at her beautiful, blushed face, listening to her vague and unclear words. He could not help but be startled for a moment. A trace of astonishment flashed through his eyes, but they turned stone cold immediately. "You kiss me, and then what?" The man spoke with a deep, manly voice. His calm tone, though clear, failed to produce any emotions. Jade thought that he would reject her or treat her as a lunatic. However, she did not expect him to ask such a question. "Then," Jade lifted her eyes hesitatingly, staring into his lackluster eyes. "Then, are you gonna strip? And sex?" It was hard to imagine that he would actually say such embarrassing words in such a casual manner, as if he was commenting about how good the weather was. Jade did not want to have any further conversations, as it was just to complete her mission. However, she was provoked by his words, as she heard the conversation between Bruce and her cousin. "Then," Jade lifted her eyes hesitatingly, staring into his lackluster eyes. "Then, are you gonna strip? And sex?" It was hard to imagine that he would actually say such embarrassing words in such a casual manner, as if he was commenting about how good the weather was. Jade did not want to have any further conversations, as it was just to complete her mission. However, she was provoked by his words, as she heard the conversation between Bruce and her cousin, who called her a conservative woman for not willing to have sex before marriage. Therefore, she raged immediately when she heard him say that. "What else can men do other than having sex?" Jade yelled angrily and pulled on his arm with even more strength. Meanwhile, a trace of anger appeared on the man's stern face as he had met a lunatic. "And sleep with you?" Dario grinned evilly with his indifferent gaze as he winked at Jade. His deep and attractive voice whispered in her ears, and she could not help but feel something strange from it. However, she was annoyed with those words that came out from his mouth. "It's just a kiss. Who would want to have sex with you? Shameless," Jade added. Why did this man keep on talking about sex? A kiss didn't mean that she wanted to have sex. What was he even thinking? "Oh, if that's not what you want, get lost." Dario shoved her away coldly and continued walking forward. "Get lost. Get lost." Those words triggered Jade Winslet as she felt her blood rushing up her head and her mind went blank. Immediately, she rushed towards Dario as if she had gone crazy. Because the corridor of the bar was too narrow, she pushed many people away and almost knocked the table over. "Stop right there! What did you just say? Get lost. Can't you understand? I don't want to repeat myself for the third time." Dario warned her that he no longer had the patience to tolerate her. Well, she was the first woman who had ever dared talk to him in this manner. Do you think you have the right to tell me to get lost? How dare you? He told me to get lost, and you too? What if I don't want to? Do you really think I'm such an easygoing person? None of these men were good. Why were they all bullying her? That day, Bruce told her to get lost while holding her cousin's hand. And now, a stranger told her the same too. How dare he? She would not let them do as they pleased, thought Jade. It was said that those who were drunk had extraordinary strength. It seemed that it was true. I'll kiss you, even if you won't let me. Jade Winslet grabbed the man's collars yet again and leaned forward her body. The man lost his balance and fell to the ground because the corridor was too narrow. Jade took the opportunity to kiss the man on his lips, which were cold like his personality. But surprisingly, she felt nice kissing him. Everyone, including Dario, was shocked by the sudden kiss and could not react in time. Episode 2. Jade.